Hello guys, in this example we're going to learn about how to interact with an object that has identical parents and they also have identical property. So in this case you can look at the button 1 to be identical as the button 1 on this side, and they also have the same parents. So if we inspect this object here, as we can see, this has the same property as the button on this one as well. So this button and this are identical. However, you can see that the parent is also going to be identical, because again we made it in such that it's difficult in a situation where you have a table or anything like that. In that case you will run into this type of situations. So however, we have siblings, which in most cases will have at least something unique about this object, not about the object but related to their siblings under the same parent. So that is the tricky part here. So just realizing that the parent could be identical, but once we combine the parent with the sibling, and then we can come up to a conclusion, the unique button for this one in this case. So in this case we're going to interact with this button 1. So let's go ahead and create our test case. We'll go to testing, create, and we're calling it sibling as reference. Okay, and then once we create the test case, so we will first action would be to add our go-to demo, and I'll go ahead and first copy the link here, and I'll go ahead now add my action. So for the web, I'll apply the filter, go to web page and add this action, and I'll just replace the link here with copy paste. Alright, now we can remove the default step here. Okay, let's go ahead and add a new action below. Click with sibling. Alright, our step is created now. So let's go ahead and add our actions. So in this case we will select web as the filter, and we are looking for sibling. So I'll just search here quickly, and I can see that I have an option, click by sibling. So I will actually select this object here and add action. So let's kind of look into it, how this action is set out. So in this case you can see that this is element parameter, meaning the object that we're trying to interact with. Sibling is the referral or reference element, in this case anything that is beside it or in the same group as its own parent, and this is a common parent. So common parent meaning the sibling will share the same parent as this, and the element will also share the same parent as this one here. So we will now go to inspect. So this is the button 1 we want to click, so we will copy that, and this is our element. So in this case it's a text button 1. Okay, and we're trying to interact with this, and in this case the sibling has an ID, sibling 2. So I will put this as the ID, and this is the sibling 2. So far so good. Now the parent is obviously this one right here is the H4 and the word parent. So I will just take text parent. So here text parent, and that's all. In this action now it will be effectively clicking on the second button 1 instead of this, because it is using sibling 2 as a reference and using the parent as the common grouping then. Let's go ahead and run this test case.